What I love about money is you can't spend the same dollar twice. The money's always changing, always flowing. I couldn't help myself. Today we have to talk about money flow, and I saw that and I just thought, oh, the flow. What I love most about money is you can't spend the same dollar twice. So true. The principle of money is based on exchange. Okay, we are on day 21 of 30 Days of Money Miracles. We're working out of 30 Days of Belief Work Finances. And it's like partner program that I've created inside of AllieDoesThatClasses.com. My goal has been that everybody can use these videos and that belief work and have some serious money mindset shifts over this month so that we can see some serious miracles. That is my real goal for everybody. So let's talk about the flow of money. Money requires flow. When we hoard it, when we obsess with it, we obstruct its flow. And that is really what this all comes down to, is opening ourselves up to flow. That's what we've been talking about this whole time, but we just haven't put that same word on it, right? I'm talking about the flow of divine blessings. Can we open up our hearts to accept as much good as God wants to send to us? That is the real trick of life. That is the secret of life. That is my own opinion. I believe that God wants us to have everything good all the time. And the only people that are blocking us from having that is us. And we have this chance on this planet to see in real time how our own internal belief systems interact with reality. We get to see how the beliefs that we have created through the medium of our spirits combined with our brains, okay? Our spirit inside of our body creates us as living beings. When our spirit leaves our bodies, then we are dead, right? So we can talk, we can move our hands and gesticulate all over the screen because we are spirits that have a body that can do that. And our spirit inside of our body makes spiritual connections inside our brains, which are what? Neural pathways. They become encoded in myelin sheaths, right? We're giving our neural pathways stronger and stronger connections to make, and every neural pathway that we make, every brain connection we make, all the thoughts that we think repeatedly impact how we interact with the world, and therefore how the world interacts back to us. So all of our money experiences are this direct result of our own spirit's interactions inside of our own bodies, our own spirit's thoughts inside of our bodies, creating a new biological reality within the structure of our own minds, reflected back to us in our financial situations. It's crazy. It's amazing. I love it. But having healthy finances, and just like having healthy anything, requires flow. Let's talk about flow. Let's talk about flow in the physical body. To have a healthy body, we need the perfect flow of input and output. Okay. When we put in too much and do not release enough, we can get very unhealthy. And the same is true otherwise. When our bodies are releasing more than we're putting in, then that can also be very dangerous. Neither way is healthy. As a concrete example, I'm sorry, this is so gross, but when you have, say, the runs and your body is excreting more than you can take in, that can kill you. People die from that, And so having too much coming in and not, like, too many calories and not enough calories burned, it's unhealthy. Not having enough taking in and releasing too much is also unhealthy. Our physical bodies constantly need flow to be healthy. And this is true of relationships. If two people, if just one person keeps pouring into a relationship and the other person never responds, like, that's not a good relationship. And it needs to have a two-way flow, right? I do most of my recording from my living room, so people come in and out. It's so fun. Someday, perhaps I shall experience the money miracle of having my own recording studio in my own house. Wouldn't that be a fun one? That was not on my list for this time. I deemed it possibly unrealistic for this current stage of my life, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a future chapter. But but bring it back to money. Money requires flow. When we obsess with money and obsess with hoarding it, we obstruct the flow. And when we are giving so much of it away that we can't retain any, that's a problem too. There has to be this healthy balance of taking in and letting go. And of course, we want to take in a little bit more than we need, right? And build our wealth that way. We try not to let go of more than we have. Does that make sense? So how can we embrace the principle of monetary flow in our lives? Now, nope, the book that I'm thinking of is not right next to me. Actually, maybe it is. It is. Look at that. How to Solve All Your Money Problems Forever by Victor Bach. This is it's a fine book. It was okay. It looks like I dog-eared one page on it, so I got one good thing out of it. But it had some good insights. So if you're looking for a new read, that one is not a bad one. But in that book, he talks about his principle of glad giving, which is similar to tithing, but different. So, of course, the religious principle of tithing is that you give 10% of your increase, whatever that means to you. And of course, it's like quite a controversial thing. I posted on Facebook asking people's opinions about that, and it was quite a heated debate, guys. This was a long time ago. Okay, but in here he talks about the ability. He talks about how in order to have wealth, to become wealthy, you need to be taking in more money than you are releasing. You need to attract more than you repel. Okay. And he talks about how one great way to repel money is to become addicted to it. When you become obsessed with money and fixated on it so much, and you become this hoarder of money, that is an addictive energy that constricts the flow and it causes problems. And so his solution is glad giving, where he suggests that you give 1 to 10% of your take-home income to something gladly. It's that simple. Can you give something gladly? And he votes for 1% of your income. So if you have $10, then 1%. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is like embarrassing. Is that 1 cent? I'm like, oh no, I don't remember. No, 10 cents. There we go. If you have $10, then you go and give a few cents as part of your giving, right? Whatever you have come into you, you gladly choose to pass some on. Okay. You gladly choose to pass some money on. And I can tell you from my own life that this has really set me free. Realizing that my money is nothing to be obsessed over, feeling very ready to give if I feel like that is what is being asked of me. The more you can step into a space of generosity of spirit, the more you will allow for flow. And this is true even when you feel like you have nothing. If you feel like you have absolutely nothing, give 1% of your nothing, okay? Give the 10 cents. Go give the 10 cents to some guy, like a homeless guy on the street or something. Go and give and do it gladly. Do it with a smile. And see for yourself how just giving a little bit from a space of gladness shifts the energy and opens up a new pathway for you to receive. We need to make sure that there's plenty of flow when it comes to our finances. We need to be receiving, and we need to be allowing some of that we receive to flow back. We do that through obviously like paying for stuff, and also through things like charitable giving, glad giving, tithing, that sort of thing. And of course, we also are going to gladly give to our own savings accounts so that we always have something on hand for the unexpected expenses that show up. Okay, how are you going to increase flow in your life today? How are you going to restructure your thoughts around monetary flow? How can you create a greater flow today? That's what I want on your radar. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I'm so excited to see you tomorrow. Don't forget to come hang out with me in the Facebook group if you want, Intuitive Healing with Ali Duzette. I would love to hang out with you there. Okay, bye, guys.